They tried to stop me, but nothing can stop me. Welcome back to another part of Analyzing the Game with your host, with your vocalist, the one and only, that boy Des. I thank you guys for joining me for part 13 today of Analyzing the Game. Thank you to anybody that is watching, to anybody that is subscribed to me, for anybody that has liked, comment, shared my videos. I appreciate you. And to anybody that hasn't, you will know me soon, and I will be big soon, and I am going to be who knows what. But I believe, I have faith. I am continuing to grow each and every single video, and I am proud of myself, and I'm happy. It's pretty easy now from where I started, how I started, the place I started at. But when I started, I just didn't care. I just wanted to do it, and I just took action. And now I'm just continuing to follow up on the action and continue to just grow each and every single time and gain 1% better, try to get 1% better in each and every single video that I record. And every time I press the record button, and to just flow and to just be myself and to just articulate and just to be a good personality and just to be myself. That's all I know. That's all I can be. That's all I can do. And no, nothing else matters, and no one else matters, and no one else's opinion matters, because everybody cannot take the steps to do these things. And of course, they would always say, or if you tell someone what you're doing, they're gonna always be like, "Oh, maybe you should be doing something else," because they can't see themselves doing this. They don't even. This is only 30 minutes of my day, and it really feels like 15. Because once you get into the flow state of it, it's super easy, and I can just kind of talk for time on time, without even batting an eye. And when I always record, when I always finish recording, I always think that I am at like 45 minutes. But it's always like at a calm 25 to 30 minutes. Once again, if you have watched all of my videos, if you have seen my progress over these videos, over my 13 videos that I have, the first video I had is 48 minutes. 48 minutes of me just yapping, talking, just stating how I feel. This is why I started my channel, to just state my opinion and voice myself for other people to just hear, because people might feel the same way. You never know. Someone might need to hear this, and that might change their whole mindset, and that might shift them, and that might guide them into where they're supposed to be in their life. And I believe that with myself, I learned myself, and I battled myself, and I truly found my true self throughout all of the armor, throughout everything that you are programmed to not think about yourself and to always think externally, and you never are taught to look inside of you and to learn what you are inside and to talk to yourself and to grow inside. And I figured that out, and I learned that myself and being alone. And this brought me here to this opportunity that I have to be talking on a camera to you guys and posting on YouTube and having a YouTube channel. Something that I never thought that I would do, but I always vlogged and I always recorded myself just talking, because it allows me to be able to talk in any setting. If I could just talk while I'm recording myself and just put it up on a social media platform without, and of course no one's watching. But I know people will be here sooner or later, and I believe in myself, and I'm faithful, and I have the burning desire to win and to be successful. So I'm going to do anything, and I'm never going to quit with my beliefs that I have and the plans that I have and the ideas that I have for myself. And I can never say too much for anyone else, but all of my stuff is going to be documented. So when I am at the top, I hope that everybody could come back and just watch me and just pick things up that I put out, because I am doing the same things that people before me have laid out, and the plans and the things and the work and the ideas and the desires that they have had to want to be successful and to want to be great. And you cannot let that go unseen, because these people in history matter and they are important, especially people that have been through worse things than you in like time periods of where I am. And I believe that yes, things can be bad, but it's all about your mindset and how you program yourself. And it's not about what you think you know, because you don't know anything. Once you get to a certain point, you have to just take everything up for what you want. It's not about what everyone else and everything else have given you to think and how to program and how to act in this reality, because it's pointless. Who are you in this lost multiverse? But yes, if you are watching, if you are new to my channel, I do a daily write. I do a daily free write every day. Here it is. And then usually, well, I used to, my first video, I was reading it off the paper. I'm always going to state this. That's why it was so long. I couldn't read. I was stuttering. I was camera shy. That was my first video, and that's why it's a masterpiece. And I'm going to always be grateful and proud of myself that I did it and that I got over the fears of just talking and just speaking on the camera. And honestly, the camera's not really there. I'm just talking. I'm just stating how I feel, and it just happens that I'm going to post it. So yes, I was doing it on the paper, but now, and then I was doing it on a note card. Here's a note card of, what was this, my 11th video, so 2 videos ago. I was doing it on a note card. Now, I'm just improv. I just read it. I write it out again to help me memorize it and to see what points that I want. And then I just talk, and I'm just going to get into a flow state, and I'm just going to go along. And this is just an improvement in a little thing that I thought could improve my videos, and it's going to take me to the next level, and I'm going to continue to grow, and it's going to take me to everywhere that I visualize myself of being, and all the future supporters that I will have and that I already have. It's just waiting. They're just awaiting to transfer to me, and I have no problem with that. And I know what I am, and I know where I will be, and I know the abilities that I have, and I know the power of my mind. And I'm also here to tell you guys that, and just install belief and confidence and power and strength and knowledge into humans in general, because everybody needs these affirmations, because not everybody is willing to see themselves more than being able to help other people. And I don't have a problem with that, because everybody deserves a chance. Like I've stated this in multiple of my other videos, but everybody deserves a chance and an opportunity to fulfill what they maybe have been dreaming of, visualizing of, desiring of, all of these things. Everybody needs a chance and an opportunity, but they don't always get the right click, the right key inserted at the correct moment, or they're not always up for the task, and they don't always know when to act on something and when their opportunity is. And I can easily just talk and just tell people that you always have the opportunity, you always have the chance to take action at any time that you are ready, whenever you are ready to do it, and whenever you feel like you are in the current state and in the current moment of you being ready to act on something. You have the power and you have the ability to do that, and don't let anyone else or any external factors tell you that you can't, because you can, and you will. And that's all I can say for the introduction. But today, my free write is called Soul. 13th video. I am proud of myself, and I am appreciative of everybody that has taken the time out of their days to watch my videos, to subscribe, to share, to like, and just to give their ear to give your ear to me. And I'm always be appreciative to every single person that watches me, because people matter and humans matter, and everybody isn't set up like this and set up in this way. And I believe that I care about other people, and that is going to continue to bring me success, and the success that I'm looking for, because I'm not doing it for myself. I'm doing it for other people, and of course, whatever comes in it for me, I have goals, yes, but it's about the bigger plan and the bigger picture of what I can do with my abilities and my voice and my opinions and my beliefs and my knowledge and my thoughts to give it to you guys. And like I said, I don't have a problem with that. So let's get into it today. Soul by the one and only That Boy Does, me. Actually, also, quick moment of silence. Not a moment of silence. Shout out to Ohio State, man. You know, Big Ten championship tomorrow against Indiana. 1 versus number 2. This is going to be a dog fight, or it should be a dog fight. You know who I'm going for, the one and only, the Buckeyes, the Ohio State University. Yes. Okay, let's get into it. Do you feel your soul in your body? Your soul is what runs your body. Your body is just acting as a shell. Honestly, people don't realize how powerful their soul is, and they are clueless to what it is and how it guides you and where it can take you in life and how powerful it is. And people let people come around them and steal their energy or just fake entertain them and not give them anything in return, as in you can't just have, if you have a great soul, if you have a unique soul, if you have been misunderstood your whole life and you aren't always understood in certain aspects of what you do and how you do it and how you partake in things, and people are still around you and they're not giving anything to you. They're just taking everything. They're just draining you. They're just taking all of the energy that you have and that you are full of. That takes a toll on you, and everyone doesn't deserve or have the right to be around you if they don't have the correct energy and they don't have the best interest, because in the best interest for you, because everyone doesn't always have the best interest for you. And because at the end of the day, people are people, and of course they always have the underlying thoughts of how can I better myself. I would assume that for most people, because that's how humans are set up, from what I believe, is that it's always about yourself, and you always are looking for things that can make you grow and that can push you to the next level. But your soul will take you a long way, and it's going to force you to acknowledge yourself. You cannot go through life without figuring out your soul. And for me, I would say just having time alone allowed my soul to just ascend to another level that I knew was there, but I needed that time by myself in dark rooms alone, meditation, learning myself, and allowing myself to just allowing my soul to talk to me, or talk to my soul and ask it questions and analyze what's going on. Why do I feel like this? How is it like this? And these things take time, and it's always something that you are interacted with that is going to make you feel like what is going on, or like, why is this and why do I feel like this? And another thing for me is when you figure everything out about yourself and you dive into yourself, you really see everything. For me, I do like to look into the mirror and at my self-reflection and be able to just sit there and look at myself and not have a problem with it and just look dead into my eyes and see. Because I always think that your eyes are telling. So if you can look into somebody's eyes and you don't see anything, that's pretty telling, in my opinion. Because If your eyes don't have a glare, if they don't have a glow, what are you living for? That means you don't have no purpose, you don't have no desire, you don't have anything. This is just what I believe. I don't know what anyone else thinks, but the eyes are telling, Chico. And yes, also looking at a self-reflection, what's inside of you? Are you only portraying these things that are in your external or what your looks are on the outside? Are you only going off of that, how people like you off your outside looks, off the external things that you put out into the world? Because everyone can't like you for everything that you have on the outside. And looks can be deceiving, Mr. Anderson. Never forget that. Looks can be deceiving. It's about what's inside of you. And yes, I believe that looks don't always matter. They don't. That's isn't always the deciding factor. Because you can look great and you can have all of these things, but what is on the inside and how are you on the inside? What type of person are you? Do you care about yourself? Do you care at all? And in today's age of where we're going and what we have with social media and in the era of the internet, everybody isn't their own soul and unique soul. It's copy and paste. You want to be like the next person. You want to be like this person. You see this person has A, B, and C, and you don't have A, B, and C, or X, Y, and Z. You don't have these variables, and you want to include them into your equation, but that's not equaling up to your success. So you cannot do that. That's not how life works, in my opinion. That's not how it goes, and you're never supposed to be comparing yourself to other people and everybody, because once you compare yourself to other people, you don't know what pains they go through. You don't know what battles they are enduring, and you don't know what they face alone at night by themselves, or you don't know what they are when they log off or when they're not on their social media. You don't know what type of person they are, so you can never put yourself in their shoes and be like, I want this because they have that. You don't know what they did to get that. You don't know the long nights. You don't know the early mornings that they probably put in to get these things. You don't know what they did to get anything that they have. So you could never say, I want this because this person has that. No, you should want something because you should desire that you want something. You should be faithful that you will get these things, and you should be willing to have a plan and willing to believe in yourself and willing to just do things that fulfill your purpose and not other people's purpose. And because everybody, like I said, does not have the best interest for you, and they are not always going to guide you into the correct way and on the correct path. And that's why it's up to you to figure out what is your path and what is your purpose. And your soul should lead you in the correct path and on the correct way. And always trust in your gut and believe in yourself and believe in your soul. It will always take people away from you. It'll always take things away from you that are not supposed to be there. And it'll always lead you to the correct things that are supposed to be in your life. And I've been saying, and it is one thing that I reiterate every single day, everything that is meant for me finds me, and everything that is meant for you will find you. You just have to be in the correct state of being and existing in vibration and frequency, and everything that is meant for you will find you. And you don't have to shy away from anything. You don't have to be afraid of anything. You don't have to fear anything. You are powerful, and you are everything that they don't tell you to be. And you can be these things, and you can do anything, because basically everybody started with the same thing. If you have an idea, someone else started with an idea just like you did. It's just how they went about it. They didn't quit. They didn't give up. They have the ultimate faith and belief in themselves and courage and desire to want to keep going and to not give up, because they know what their idea is to themselves. Because all people always are never going to say that you can do anything, of course, because they don't have the imagination to see themselves fulfilling dreams, visualizations that they have for themselves. So they're going to portray that mindset that they have onto you. but that's not equal. They're not that. Those don't go to. Those don't go together. Just because you think one way doesn't mean that you have to put it on someone else. Just live with. Just live your beliefs and your ideologies on yourself. Don't put that to anyone else, because once you reach a certain mindset and once you reach a certain level, you will only believe what you tell your mind, and there's nothing else that you can see, and nothing else, no other outcome that there is for you to even be at. Like for me, there's no other outcome for. I am going to be big on YouTube. I am going to accumulate hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and I am going to not give up. I'm not going to quit. I'm going to keep the burning desire. I'm going to just continue to go and persist and not give up and keep the plan that I have for myself and the vision that I have for myself. And that's going to take me just going, action, action, action. And you can do the same thing with whatever idea that you have. Just don't give up. Don't quit. Don't back down. Don't be scared. Don't care about what anyone says to you and what they say and how they say it and how they act towards you. But also never forget. Because, yes, people say forget. But if someone does not believe in you and you are expecting them to believe in you, what does that say about them? Just because you see yourself as something that they don't see themselves as. And so be it. Because I could fail. I will fail. And I'm expecting temporary defeat. I'm expecting to not always win. I'm expecting to adjust and to get better. But what does that have to do with? I know that these things are a normal action of the process and the journey of what being successful. And you can't be successful without losing. But you have to trust yourself, and you have to know, and you have to see the further visualization that you have for yourself. And I believe that everybody should just trust their soul, and their soul will ultimately win. And we should be, in these times, preserving our souls from evil, because there's evil running rampant every single place that you can get, every single place that you can go. And yes, you're in a world that's so indulged in evil. It's hard to stay away from evil, regardless of how you want to put it. There's always something that is there for you to indulge in that could possibly be evil, and it's up to you and your soul. Are you going to ascend past that? And this is also another thing that I've been saying to myself. You don't lose your demons, you just learn to live above them. You don't lose your demons, you just learn to live above them. They're always there. That's like when you're battling yourself. You're battling your emotions, you're battling one, because you could say demons, and you just have to learn to ascend past them and elevate higher than them and be at a higher vibration and a frequency, and you will achieve everything that you can. And never give up, and never doubt yourself, and never have a fear of failure. Don't feel fear. Don't fear failure. What is even failure? They say that Thomas Edison failed over 10,000 times. I think 10,000. Quote unquote, the person that created the light bulb. He failed a numerous amount of times. But what did he keep? He kept going. He didn't give up. He didn't quit. And that's all what it's about. And once you basically, I could say, I think this goes into everything. Like, you can bulletproof your body, you can bulletproof your mindset, and I think you can bulletproof your soul to not give up, to always remain faithful, to believe in yourself, because you have nothing else. If you don't have nothing else to believe in, because no one knows what's best for you. No one knows anything. Nobody knows anything, if you want to be honest. Also, forget everything that you think you know, because you don't know a thing. I actually got that from my boy. I just watched Doctor Strange, the second one, the multiverse. that he's my favorite superhero, him and Black Panther. But yes, these things, and yeah, people might say, oh yeah, no, bro, that movie is 1,000%. I think it's real, cause it's telling about yourself and how you can ascend to higher levels and what your mind can do, regardless of what you think. Your mind is your mind, and it is the best thing it's the best thing ever created. Regardless of what you want to think and how you want to think, your mind, your body, and your soul have to go together. They have to be aligned, or you will never achieve anything. And yes, your body is just a acting shell, and as in what I believe, because say for instance, if you pass on, your body is there, but your soul is gone. Your soul is out of there. I believe that you go to something else. Like, who knows? I don't know. You could be a lion. You can be the king of the jungle, which some might say they already are. I'm not the king of the jungle, but I am a king. And I am the king of my own empire. I am the king of my own journey. I am the king of my own path. That's what I am. And yes, kings don't crown themselves. They don't crown themselves, but sorry. I'm sorry. But yes, also, when I stated, looks can be deceiving, Mr. Anderson. Never forget that. Someone might look like they care. They might look like they have the best interest for you. They might look like the best things in sliced bread. But it can be deceiving. The woman in the red dress. That boy was breaking his neck. If you don't know, I'm referencing The Matrix, Mr. Anderson. And I was referencing Doctor Strange. So yes, if you are watching this video, I thank you for giving me your time, for giving me your ear. I usually say post-game interview, but the whole thing was just a post-game interview mixed in with analyzing the game and post-game interview, and all intertwined now. And I was just in a super flow state. So once I get there, it's hard to just get out of it, and it's so easy to just continue to just talk and to state how I feel, and to state these things that I believe for you guys and for everybody in the world that needs or maybe wants to hear these things, and maybe thinks that they're not in the right place in this moment. That's never a thing. You're always in the correct place, and it's up to you to figure out what you're going to do when you're in that place. You just have to reprogram your mind, your body, and your soul to think in the best interest for you, and visualize things that you want and that you desire and that you are persistent about, and you should not quit, and you will achieve everything that you are capable of, and that you will do, and everything is awaiting transfer for you. And that's all that I can say. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and subscribe to me at THATBOYDEZ. I thank all my subscribers. I thank everybody that is not subscribed to me yet, because you will know about me, and I will be successful, and I am power, I am strength, I am confidence, I am wealth, I am health, I am everything that I say that I am, and it's just awaiting for me to take the plan and just to do it. And you guys can do the same thing, and you guys can think the same way, and you can do anything that you set your mind to, and you just have to visualize it. You have to be willing to just take the proper steps, and you can't get success overnight. Technically you could. It just depends on what you have going and what's your plan. So you could get success overnight. It's just up to But whatever is meant for you is going to come to you, and if that is overnight success, that is overnight success. If that is long, hard, 100 days, 90 days, a year, 2 years, 3 years of work, whatever is meant for you is meant for you. And don't give up and don't quit, and believe in yourself and believe in the idea that you have, and you will achieve great things and you will achieve big things. I thank you guys for watching my video again, and I will be back, and this is my 3rd video of the week, and I'm going to continue to make creations and be creative and use my imagination and be myself and never give up on myself and never give up on the plans that I have on myself, and always believe in myself. And you should always do the same thing. And I believe in you to be great, and I believe in you to ascend to higher levels and ascend to the places that you are supposed to be, and the thinking and the ideologies that you are supposed to have for yourself. And never give up. And you are in it to win. Nothing else. You are not in it to lose. Because what is losing? What is a loss? What is failure? Nobody can tell you. I mean, people can, but that's because they think that they're losing and they think that they're failing. They think that they're duped. They think that they lost already when they never even tried. Of course you're going to think like that when you never did anything. You're going to accept failure when you never even tried. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. But yes, subscribe to me, hit the like button, share with a friend, share with a family member, comment. We're out of here. You know we gotta hit.